Hello, it's me, Jess. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with another channeled message. This is a specific message. It might resonate with you, it might not. All right, so in this message, I am picking up on an extremely argumentative person that does not recognize themselves to be that way. And argumentative might be the wrong word, although I do think it kind of fits. They're very disagreeable and they're very oppositional. And it's a stubbornness and it's in some kind of defense. So I feel like you're just having trouble with this person, getting them to take accountability. And this is a strange dynamic because I do feel like somehow this person initiated a conversation, or they ask you for advice or something. Like this person initiated something here with you. But then whenever you contribute your observations or your needs or your perspectives that it seems to me like this person sought out, they always have an excuse. I think that's why they're not recognizing that this is some kind of extreme obstinance. It's like they refuse to move in some aspect of their life. And it's because they see their side of things, like their perspective, their first person point of view, as not just legitimate, but as inflexible. It's like they see it as the only way, that there's no way that they could make some kind of an alteration in their viewpoint, or they could, tailor something to fit them and their situation in order to work with you in terms of finding a solution. And I feel like you're probably at your wit's end with this person, or you're feeling frustrated. I feel like you're having to go back and forth within yourself about your value systems. I think this person has illuminated where you have two values that are rubbing up against each other, which is a normal thing, because sometimes our values can conflict. But I think that you're having to choose one, and I think you want to be giving to this person and you want to be helpful. You don't want to see this person suffer in whatever way. So I think you have been giving to a certain point with your time, or again, with your perspectives or something. But at the same time, I feel like you do not like this person's attitude, and I think you feel like this person's attitude is the problem, and it's some kind of inflexibility. And again, this person always too, they think that they have a solid perspective on things, but whenever you ask their perspective, it's always, we used to say this when I was a kid, my glove's too big, the sun's in my eyes, and I tripped over a rock. Meaning, again, there's a lack of accountability, but it's they always blame external things. But I also think there's another element to this where it's this person thinks that other people, all other people, should be very forever flexible to them. That's it is kind of a self-centeredness coming off of this person, but I think this person might speak the lingo, and I think they may take an interest in psychology or, getting to know themselves, but really they kind of use it as a cloak and dagger is what I'm hearing. I almost said cloak and shield because there is this strong defensive nature to this person, but this person is also a betrayer, and it's they have this very superficial perspective in all things. I think they have a deep perspective, but they take this very superficial perspective, and I think that they speak the language, they co-opt the language, but it's just in order to, it's a fancy way of making excuses. And if you try to actually help them through, their situation, that's not what they're interested in. I'm hearing the word leech. This person is really only interested in leeching off of, I'm hearing the profits of other people, the energy of other people. Oh, okay, so they're showing me Venus Pluto here with this. So this is a person who might also, their plutonic impulse to control, to transform, Pluto rules over other people's money, et cetera, that controlling, dominating kind of energy that we all have within us somewhere. It comes up through the Venus impulse of this person, but it's not through their own display of Venus. It's through trying to partner. It's through relationships. This person wants to attach themselves to other people and possibly even install themselves as some kind of intermediary. And this is their way of going about it. And I think that this person was actually brought into your remit because with you, they're presented with, or they should be, some of you I think are wondering what it is that you're kind of meant to do here in this situation. Because they're used to, remember, I'm seeing the Three of Swords in this. This person is a betrayer in some aspect. I think this person might want to get you into some kind of long-term binding contract. And with all this Venus energy coming through here, it wouldn't surprise me if that is maybe romantic. I feel like this person sees that they could potentially profit from being with you in an emotional sense, or it's on it's on the more social side. This person wants to profit in the pentacles realm, but they're wanting some kind of relationship with you that is exclusive but favoriting as well. Like, I think for most of you, this person would like to get into a romantic relationship, but at the very least, they want to be your favorite. They want to be your best friend, but it's not through giving. And so I think this person wants you to bestow some kind of charity on them, and they want some kind of dynamic with you that is unusual. They want to co-opt your attention. They want you to waste your time and attention with this particular person in a way that you don't with other people, and they want to be distinguished in that way as the favorite. And in order to do this, I feel like this person kind of pathetics themselves, to be honest. They want you to feel bad for them. This is a person that they truly abuse other people. They really do, but it's like they abuse their time, they abuse their attention and their love and their care and their empathy. But I think this person, if you don't do exactly what they want you to do, if you don't concede that they're helpless and that they shouldn't have to make accommodations for themselves, because this person is the kind of person that they take the things that they don't like. It's like an egotism, because it's like this person feels that they're too good, to do certain things. And so they would prefer not to, but they don't want to pay their dues. They don't want to work their way up. They don't want to be in a situation that they find undesirable. And to this person, they find that intolerable. And they take it as a slight for them to have to be in some kind of subordinate position. But this person is subordinate. Like they are a beginner in something, or they need to build up their skill set, or this person honestly needs a slice of humility. Like they need to be willing to put something in. So instead, I think their way of trying to get around that, and I think this ties in with when this person was younger. Like they may have had some kind of position when they were younger that they weren't really qualified for, but I don't know, it was like they had to be placed in that position or something like that. And so they got used to a certain kind of treatment or something, but it's kind of like spoiled their perspective on who and what it is that they are. And I think that they also take that to mean that they're more qualified than they are, or that they're more experienced than they are because they did this one thing this one time, or you know what I'm saying? Something here like that. But I feel like with you are showing up as Saturn, so you might be some kind of authority, or you might be pointing to some kind of like rules, and you're telling this person that, no, the rules apply to you as well. The rules are the rules for a reason, and it's because, I think it's in part to protect maybe your time or your energy, because you might have a lot of things that you have to get done. You might have a lot of people that rely on you, and you are in charge of your own self. This person feels extremely entitled, and they feel entitled to other people. So I feel like a lot of people actually end up shoving this person away, or want to shove this person away. But of course, you're going to have people that are maybe closer in proximity where they don't feel like they can do this. But I keep hearing binding contract. This person wants to impede they want to betray you in some way in order to gain their own prominence or their own prosperity. But this person really only brings lack to the table, and you're being told in no uncertain terms that you need to block yourself from this person. You need to protect yourself from this person and defend yourself and potentially other people. Because like I said, this is the kind of person where they expect everybody to accommodate them, but they don't ever accommodate anybody else. And so if this is somebody like that affects your family or something like that, then you have 10 people suffering and making an accommodation where I feel like if you just remove this person and their selfish attitude, then everybody else is playing very nicely. They're giving into this space, but they're also receiving from the space. And so this is the kind of person that just needs to be ousted. And they feel like it's incredibly fair whenever that occurs, but I can see it's the most fair thing. And this person, I just heard, don't you ever stop to, I feel like this person kind of affects people this way everywhere that they go. And I'm hearing you kind of say like, don't you ever get curious about that? Don't you ever get curious as to why that is? Because this person always there is no light shed here, but there's also no space. And I always refer to, this is Eckhart Tolle's teachings, as he talks about like the space between moments, and that directly correlating to your level of self-awareness, real self-awareness. And so this person, not a second, not a millisecond, not 2 or 3 seconds go by before they're spewing something out their mouth. So what that means is that they didn't listen. They didn't reflect. They didn't pause. They didn't give it a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Like to really try to understand where you were coming from and the point that you were trying to make. And I think for a lot of you might be frustrated because you feel that this person knows you as a person, or that they should know you as a person. Like you've got a track record with this person. They know that you're patient. They know. But because this person's so selfish, when you don't do what they want, they brand you as not being patient with them and not being selfish with them. They don't say, wow, I really respect this person and I know this person to always be fair and patient. So if this person is saying that to me, there must be something here that I need to understand. And I feel like this person just doesn't get it. Because I'm hearing you say that again, like, don't you ever get curious? Don't you get curious as to why you have the same interaction? Is it just that everybody else is stupid? Everybody else is dumb? Like, is that really what's going on here? So I feel like this person is supposed to be presented with a genuine authority figure in your energy, because you're showing up here as a genuine authority, or like the keeper of the rules or something, like some kind of binding contract or something here like that. And this person wants to go. They want to move forward in some way. This person's very impulsive. I think I just heard Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights. He's like, I want to go fast. So I feel like this person, like they want to go fast. But you know, if you want to go fast, you got to build your car up from the bottom. You got to have 4 wheels. You got to have an engine. You got to have the body of your car. And this person is basically, they've got tennis shoes with holes in the bottom and they're like, I want to go fast. And you're like, I mean, and they're kind of coming to you like you should supply them. You know, you should supply them because you seem to have certain things. And this person doesn't care, and they don't see, you know, that maybe when you had to work hard or something, and they act like they want your perspective on things. But I think they really just want to steal from you. And for some, they want to steal your personality, or they want to rival themselves with you, but they can only rival themselves after they associate themselves with your name, because that's like the jump point that this person needs or something. But they're supposed to be presented with genuine authority, and you're supposed to be cold with this person and just very dry and very matter of fact and very much like, what does rule 3 say? Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing here. And this person is like, but how could you? And it's like, how could I expect you to follow the same rules that I expect everyone to follow? You are a very entitled person, you know, kind of a thing. And this person feels entitled to be entitled. They think that they're better than everybody else. And yeah, I feel like for some of these people, there's like a, well, you don't want me to be in this position. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. They weaponize your empathy against you. So they're trying to favorite you or be the favorite to you in some way. And this person, I think, is trying to make you feel sorry for them. And like, it's up to you to do the work for them, and it's not. They've approached you for some kind of assistance or some kind of guidance. And if you want to engage, that's completely up to you. And it doesn't make you this thing or that thing if you've spotted things in this person that make you say, you know, I'm really not the person for you to partner with, you know, best of luck to you, but I'm not required. You know, that's the issue that you've got with this person. But I think they put on a kind face. But what you also need to know is this person's not that way with other people. And they might even be talking about you behind your back or something, because they're trying to rival themselves. And I think for some of you, there's like a schmegsual component to this as well. Like, yeah, about like being victorious in that way. Or, yeah, they see you. This person's trying to get in between you and somebody else, or in between you, and they want to be the keeper of the resources, you know, of your resources that you've amassed. And so I would just be very careful with this person. But I feel like I also, for some of you, you've ended this relationship, or you're thinking about ending this relationship, and you're going to find your balance. And also, if this affects like a system, a workplace, a family, a group, that's going to start balancing out as well when you block this person, because they're not being fair. They're a betrayer. So it might be a painful ending, but I'm telling you it'll be a painful ending either way, because somebody that doesn't, it could be you or it could be somebody else, is going to receive this 10 of Swords, this very painful ending, because this person's two-faced, and they try to weaponize, like, this is like someone who's like trying to worm their way to you, I feel like, you know, they're in that Gemini kind of group, and then they want to pop up as like a one-to-one kind of person, you know, that Libran dynamic. So it's either going to be one of your friends. I just heard your best friend, like somebody that's really positive towards you, you know, that you actually want around you, that is actually fair. That person, and maybe is very childlike as well, unassuming. That person could end up getting betrayed, or somebody who doesn't deserve it. But this person, I feel like it might break your heart, but you got to tell this person no, because you can't. Yeah, this is a nasty person. And they want to wear the crown, but I feel like there's something about this person that tries to seem like sweet or boho or feminine, but you need to understand that when you have your back turned, this person's very argumentative or like very affronting to the people that you actually like having around you, but you don't see it. And they possibly try to drum up a certain level of competition in whatever arena. And you don't see that, because I feel like you're a very serene person and you probably like your independence. So it might actually be very alluring or very tempting to have a person like this around. My suggestion is, if you need a person like that, you go on the hunt for that person. Don't allow somebody to approach you or something like that. I would know what you're looking for in a person, or maybe even you have somebody that's already in mind. But I wouldn't give over your self-sovereignty in this, entirely. And maybe you need to seek wise counsel as well, because you also look like you've got somebody here that you think is maybe your boss, or like you think is an authority or something. And I feel like there's somebody here that's been ostracized. This person has ostracized this person, and you need to look up at that person. They've tried to put a block between you, and there's somebody here who is very kind and very sweet and very friendly. And this person has put up some kind of block to where they don't want you to be able to see this person. And the fact that they've told a lot of lies and untruths about this person, they felt threatened by this person. Yeah, they feel threatened about the truth coming out about this person as well. The maybe for some of you this is a past situation, because I feel like this is maybe for some of you already happened, but for others of you, this person's in your face. They're trying to like worm their way up to you. So I don't know the way this is happening, but there's somebody here that's very sweet and possibly doesn't know that they've been maligned in some way, and that this person, I feel like, has told a lot of untruths in order to try to keep this person isolated, and to try to maybe get them to not approach you, or to realize their worth, or because I feel like that person's spot should maybe be near you in this way. This is the perfect person to be the person that this person wants to be. Does that make sense? And they don't want you to realize that, and they don't want this person to realize that. So instead, they've told a lot of lies and they've tried to isolate this person. But I feel like this person's also bossed up, or they will boss up, because that's their karma. Like this, whoever they're trying to run off has very good karma, and they go from like the hermit to the sun is what I'm getting. They maybe, I get it. They really shine in their field, like with the hermit or the Virgo energies. So it's being very humble, being very service oriented, being very skillful. Not only are they very skillful in what it is that they do, but they are able to explain what it is that they're doing to a lay person. And that's very valuable. And they're actually very maybe detail oriented. And like, again, you want a Virgo around you. In your life or like at work, there's somebody who's always helping out. When they're like well aspected, they're always helping out. They're very caring. They're very humble. When you're on shift with a Virgo, like a Virgo is the person that does all their side work. They work clean. They're not making too much of a fuss. They don't. Yeah, and that's exactly the opposite of this person's character, and they don't want it around. So for some of you, this is a particular person, and Spirit's saying you need to look up and you need to see that person. You need to see what was done to that person in order to understand who you've got around you here, and then you need to take care of it. I heard you need to take care of it, okay? This person is a bully, and they don't belong anywhere near people, really. I feel like because this person just weaponizes people against each other, and they prey upon social relationships and people's desire to be kind. And, this person would weaponize your desire to understand them, and to maybe protect them or something. Because this person's going to lie about those kinds of things. They're going to weaponize that in you and use it against you and use it to hurt other people. They need to be ostracized from the group. And that's the best thing. If you try to take care of this person and their bullshit, 9 other people are going to get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? That's this kind of person. But for others of you, there's a certain kind of person that this person just always keeps out from around you. And it's the kind of person that works hard. It's the kind of person that is detail oriented, the kind of person that will actually contribute. So if you feel just frazzled, like you're always running on gas, you're always just running on fumes, look who you've got around you. And don't involve this person. And I think you'd know who this person is, because when you look back, it might have just been convenient to have this person around you, and you didn't really look at this person's credentials. I feel like this person's deeply unqualified to be in whatever role you've got them in. But they're really trying to make that work for them in some way. And they're trying to give the impression that they got that role or that position because they're just like the star of the show or something. But this person is really They're just shady. They also could be stealing. This person could be, they've got thief energy anyways because they're trying to steal somebody else's promotion or somebody else's thunder or somebody else's ideas or somebody else's in order to get their spot near you. But yeah, this person's like self-obsessed. They want to be like in the spotlight. And there's also a secret rivalry here. They want to secretly rival themselves like against other people, but they don't have the chops to do it. So don't you give this person any position to do it because that's karma. That's spirit saying like, you need to knock it off. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely childhood issues going on here with this person. Yeah, you could never give this person enough. Nobody could. There also could have been somebody here that paid. There's like an exchange of money. There's an exchange of money for a victory coming from this person for some kind of wish fulfillment. What did they? Some kind of tower moment. There was some kind of money paid here to induce a tower moment. And I don't know how that's coming about. And possibly to make this person look good. I keep hearing the word rivalry. This is a nasty, gnarly person. Tower moment, and then the Empress card is coming out. So there's some kind of, to be chosen as an option here or something. They want to be the favorite, but they're not the favorite. Objectively, they're not the favorite. And I feel like this person is going to have to, that's the end of, they're hitting a wall is what I'm getting. Like there's some kind of karmic cycle where they're hitting a wall and they're realizing that they're not the favorite. And whoever they tried to back into a corner is going to emerge the favorite because they work so hard, this person, or whoever these other people are, they're going to go off and they're going to be successful, somewhere else, if it's not like at your company or something. And I feel like that's representing the end of a karmic cycle where it's like, try as this person might to malign people who are actually doing well or doing the right thing or care to actually show up in their lives. It's hitting some kind of wall here. And maybe, there's some kind of new beginning this person pays people money for things. And I don't know what that means. They pay for blockage, or maybe this is somebody paying for spell work or something. Only take that if you know this person's like into that, but, or they're trying to pay somebody to make them seem like the favorite. I don't know, but whatever they paid for, it's not going to turn out. Yeah, there's some kind of tower moment coming about options. Oh my gosh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that's the hand of God. So yeah, they've hit a wall. They're at the end of their cycle here. And so for some of you, this person's trying to come to you because they've hit a wall in their own life, or maybe whoever it is that they were trying to steal from in the past, whether that was a job that they were at, their boss caught on to them and told them to take a hike. The partner that they were leeching on forever caught on to it, told them to take a hike. And now this person's trying to come to you, but you are the wall. So for some of you, you are part of the karma that's being enacted here. And so they might try to pull on your empathy strings, but I think you know that this person, something's off about this person, and your time and energy and attention, I can see that you're a very giving person. You're in charge of that. And just because you don't give to this person doesn't mean that you're not a giving person. It just means that you're nobody's fool, and this person's looking for a fool. So I just wouldn't be that here for this person. So this person's getting karma. They're at the end of their cycle. So for some of you, perhaps you were this person that they ran off in the past or isolated, but you are going to prosper. You are. I can see that you prospered in this very Virgo way, very service oriented, very, you daily routine kind of thing. And there's a Saturnian energy that's peeling back and like you're emerging the flower is what I'm seeing. So it was like you took the straight and narrow, basically. You put one foot in front of the other. And now I'm just hearing like this person can't help but see. And all the other people can't help but see you now. I think this person tried to rival themselves in the past. And I just heard like, who is the fairest of them all? And this person isn't the fairest amongst demons in hell. Like, this is hilarious to me. But they must be very good at spinning the yarn or whatever they were doing. But some of you, if you were this person that got ran off, basically your guides are coming in to tell you that this person's getting their karma. People are starting to doubt this person. They're stuck at a new beginning. This person's trying to figure out where to go. And this person, I can see them in La La Land because this person has fully bought into this version of themselves. because they've never had to be confronted. And I feel like perhaps this person did go on some kind of cycle where they were able to dupe the people around them, but now they're putting other people around them that aren't so easy to fool, or they're not falling for it. And either what they did to you started this, or you healing from this initiated this karmic response, or I don't know, something about this has run its course. But basically, this person thinks that they're going to have some kind of new beginning. They think that they are maybe going to become like prominent or something like that. And really, I think this person's in for some kind of rude awakening until they gain a different perspective about the past, and until they gain a different perspective about the past. Yeah, and there was a betrayal that went on behind the scenes, because I'm seeing like Sun Scorpio energy, but I'm seeing the sun dip below the horizon line. And that very much, to me, it's like, it's the death of like that Jesus energy, but but then of course he like rises again. So maybe this person felt like they won. They felt like they ended you in some way. And you dip below the horizon line, probably to go through that scorpionic underworld journey in some way. But again, you're so Virgo. You're so, I just feel like you would have taken that like a champ. You just would have one foot in front of the other, detail oriented. You've just done what you've always done. And you probably brought your light, to some underworld places. And then the 3 days passes and you like rise back up again, And that's when your sun has changed in some way. So this person needs to understand that transformation of that sun energy, that it was I feel like this was your path, to be honest with you, to go into these underworld spaces. I do feel it was, again, that Virgo energy. It's like service, but it feels like service to God, or service to like the light side of things, service to other people there. And I think that that's just who you are at the end of the day. So this person has basically, I'm hearing the word foobarred, which means like effed up beyond recognition. So I feel like this person's life is that way. They have to start seeing themselves in reality, because this person's delusional and they are in denial. And I feel like this person tells a lie, and then they get other people to believe it, but they also believe that lie themselves. And so there's some kind of, oh my gosh, Wheel of Fortune. I saw the Ace of Cups, the Death card in the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like there's some kind of, I don't know, a peace offering or a new beginning or something, and they're going to think that they're winning, and then it's going to transform. And that's like the hand of God. I keep getting that. Like the hand of God is very much in this. And it's been called in here by a Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is you, because you are feeling sad. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles card that I'm looking at now, she always looks her dress looks crumpled and rumpled and frumpled to me. And I love the Queen of Pentacles card. It's one of my favorite cards, and it's one of my favorite energies. And I feel like you've been sad, and you've been wanting a new beginning, and you've been wanting to heal, and you've been waiting for like your bright new day. But it feels like there's something here from the past. Yeah. The divine is about to flip script. I feel like this person tried to have you defending yourself against their bullshit, nonsense, and lies. And they tried to rival themselves or a narrative. They presented some kind of alternate something. Maybe they were the alternate, or it was some kind of alternate perspective. They cast, because you're a Virgo, right? So, I don't mean that literally, but you have that Virgo energy. So everything that you were doing out of the goodness of your heart and as a routine, they cast that in some kind of negative light. It wasn't that you were a service-oriented person. You only help people because you're full of yourself, or like, They tried to corrupt other people's vision where you were concerned, and they turned very positive traits that you had into very negative traits. And this is about to flip on this person, where they're going to have to defend themselves, their choices, their actions, and the bullshit that they spew from their mouth. And I do feel you've got a person here who is smart enough to recognize the lies, is not tolerant of lies, of this kind of behavior, and will put it back on this person's plate and say, actually, I know how to pull the truth out of a situation. And I know that you're a liar, and I'm going to need you to explain why. There's something like that coming in for this person, where they're going to be put on the back foot. They need to defend themselves. And it feels to me like something is coming. It feels to me like they're going to be put in the same position that they put you in. But I don't know, because I can see that was deeply unjust. It's very just what's happening to this person. So, and they're having to make some kind of a decision here. And I don't think that their money is great, but I think that they're kind of delusional, thinking that they're going to have stability in the future or something like that. But there's also somebody watching this person. And they're literally just watching this person. I feel like this person's also watching you, perhaps, and they're feeling very defensive. But again, Spirit is saying that's their ego response, because their ego is trying to present this very fragile self-image of like, what do you mean? I do nothing wrong except for spread lies about very positive people in order to gain unjustly and take things from them that are rightfully theirs, like kindness from other people or praise from other people for doing good things. And not that would be the reason why you do it, but I'm just saying, like, that is the person that you are. This person is the slime under your shoes after you exit through the dumpster at an Arby's. Like, it's not the same. And they're the ones that are obsessed with that. And instead of just doing the right thing, this person is just full of excuses. So anyways, this person it was a wish fulfillment for them to betray you in the past, or to try to get you into long-term contract to betray you in the past in order for them to emerge the victor. And this person will flatter you. They will play the world's tiniest violin to get you in position. You, the proverbial you, whoever is in front of them. They're like a locust, that like depletes one field and then they move on to the next. And I feel like this person's at the stage of having to move on to the next, either because somebody's awoken to the fact that they do this. This person paid someone to induce competition. Yeah, they felt like something needed to change because they have to shine in a work environment is what I'm getting. Or in some kind of environment that they go to regularly. That I feel like you or somebody else occupied with this person. They felt like they weren't getting enough attention. And that was just because they don't deserve any attention. Unless it's like, hey, why are you doing that? Unless somebody's going to shine a light on this person to hold them accountable, this person doesn't deserve any attention. So, basically this is turning around on this person. And either you are the person that they maligned in the situation, or you were like the boss or somebody that they used. They wanted to get close to you in order to bully other people, basically. And they needed this person out of the way. This person tries to cozy up to people in order to manufacture a position socially that they are not fit for and have not earned. And that's romantically or schmegully or workplace or friendship group or in family. It's whatever social kind of dynamic here. And that includes in a work environment. That's still how they think about gaining in a work environment. So that's what I have for you. If that resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys.